So what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and I was actually supposed to get a Borderlands 3 related video out this week, but something recently caught my eye that I think a lot of you guys are going to be interested in, especially if you have been keeping up with Fallout 4 and even mods recently. This is pretty awesome, and it's basically Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas' open world being built in Fallout 4. Now this is all being done through the use of mods, and just to clarify from the beginning here, this is not a remake of those games. I've seen a lot of misinformation being spread around the community surrounding this, and again, it simply is just the setting or the open world location that is being built in Fallout 4, and even the mod author did actually come out and state that it wasn't really his plan to recreate New Vegas in Fallout 4, more so to use its setting for another quest mod that I'm presuming him or somebody else would make on the actual map itself, which, you know, again, by itself is just awesome, right? I mean, some of the gameplay footage that I've seen of this, where the guy is walking from Good Springs to Prim, is absolutely insane. It really is sort of like a throwback to when I was actually playing those games all those years ago, and it really was great to see. So we'll talk a little bit about Fallout New Vegas first, because there is a little bit more video footage, images, and just general information about it than there is for Fallout 3, and I'll have everything linked in the description below to everything that you guys will be seeing in this video. So we'll be going over to the Kotaku article that was made about this, and the title of this reads, "Modder is building New Vegas inside of Fallout 4. Ever wonder what Fallout New Vegas would look like in a newer engine? One modder is trying to make that fantasy into a reality, and the progress is sweet. The project is the work of Sir Bumphrey Diggles, who has already managed to craft Good Springs and Prim, as you can see in the footage below. And again, there will be images and slight footage being played on screen, but if you guys do want to check out the full video for yourselves, be sure to check it out in the description below. Subscribe to the dude's channel, because this really is some awesome stuff. But continuing on here, it reads, Sir Bumphrey says he is handling the world design of this mod, while his friends will be doing some quests and scripting to make New Vegas come to life. The whole thing still appears to be in very early stages, but what there is still pretty exciting for those of us who long for a New Vegas remake. Again, it's not quite a remake, it is simply just the setting, but still is awesome stuff there. And I believe just below that there is actually a couple of quotes from the mod author himself. He states, "I have to recreate all of the buildings from scratch, but the good thing about New Vegas is that many of the buildings are actually exact copies of others on the map. Essentially, the more of the world I build, the quicker I can build." He then goes on to state, "The textures are definitely a bit different as well. I have found textures that can roughly replace ones from New Vegas, but not all of them are going to be perfect. The aim of this mod is not to recreate New Vegas in Fallout 4, but to use the same location as a setting for another quest mod. That being said, I would be willing to get some of the base New Vegas quests into there just for fun, and of course if anybody wants to take it further, they can use the map, which he will release as a modder's resource once it is more or less finished." So the good thing about this is this could potentially be a lot bigger than what it is now, because he stated that once he's more or less finished with the map in general, he will release it as a modder's resource, and then people can go ahead and try to recreate quests if they want. People can make their own quests and stuff like that, which again, I mean, all of this stuff is just crazy to me. I've said this plenty of times on the channel, but these are the type of mods that I love to see. Those big project mods that, you know, modders work on, that are just really huge, bring us to new locations. Obviously in this case it's actually an old location, but this is some really awesome stuff, and I definitely suggest that you guys keep up with this if you are still into Fallout mods, and definitely give the creator of this some support. Again, all of these links will be in the description below. But now that we've talked about New Vegas, let's talk about the Fallout 3 portion of this. So we'll be heading over to the post that was made by NafNaf95 detailing the mod progress that has been made so far surrounding this. I'll go ahead and have that up on screens for you guys, as well as some of the images shown. Again, there really isn't as much to show in terms of gameplay and images as there was for New Vegas, but what there is to show is still pretty damn awesome. But reading directly from the post here, it does state, "Progress has been slow in the last few weeks, but we still have some great stuff to show. Something to take into account, the project may never release and is a work in progress. Now that that's out of the way, I'd like to welcome two people who have decided to help me in this endeavour. Wondercide and Tainted, both great guys and talented people. Dog2CG is still working hard to create assets, and Anoctium has made some great progress with some of the early game quests. Here is my first implementation of the Dunwich building. You guys will see some images of the Dunwich building on screen for you right now. And then he also goes on to state as well, check out Twitch to see a level design work, or head over to Dog2's Twitch to see asset creation. So if you guys want to see some of this stuff live in action, be sure to check out those Twitch links whenever they do go live, I'm assuming, or whenever they decide to work on this stuff. You guys may get to see some action surrounding that. But getting more into some of the images here, they do actually have quite a few. We have, for instance, the 10-penny tower, which I have to say is coming along very, very nicely. Obviously, we have the Dunwich building that you guys have already seen. We have some images of the classic Nuka-Cola machine. Very, very nice stuff there as well. Also, the Springvale School interior, very, very in-depth look into some of that stuff as well. And one of my personal favorites, although this really wasn't as shown, it's more of like in the making, this image was, but this is the Galaxy News radio building, and this was one that really stood out to me, kind of sparked a memory in my head, and I'm almost certain this is where that big ass super mutant behemoth comes out and you have to fight him. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but it is just a memory that sort of sparked from seeing that image, because again, it has been a very, very, very long time since I've actually played Fallout 3 and New Vegas. But either way, let me know some of your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comment section below. I'm very curious to see what some of you guys think of this in general. And another question I have for you guys is, what was your favorite Fallout game between Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, if you played both of those, of course? Definitely want to see some of your thoughts and opinions on that as well. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video today. As always, if you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Your support, of course, is always greatly appreciated on the channel. And one more thing I do want to run by you guys, because I may end up doing this. This is not confirmed yet. I'm not saying that I am going to do it, but I may actually end up streaming Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas to YouTube. I used to do a lot of YouTube streams when, Fallout mods first came out. I was streaming mods a lot, and you guys really seem to enjoy that a lot. So I don't know, let me know some of your thoughts, and if you do want to see me streaming those games, be sure to leave a like as well. It's definitely greatly appreciated, and something that I'm genuinely wanting to do again is just play through those games and relive some of those memories. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.